The top 1% of wealth have on average 7 streams of income. They may be active, passive, seasonal or shared in something like a partnership. Even though their main income might be really large, they still find a need to have all these other sources. But why is this? We've been conditioned from a young age to think a certain way, and this might have come from teachers, TV, advertisement, film, or even our parents. And although our parents want the best for us, they're only teaching us what they know and what worked for them. But long gone are the days of gaining education, finding a secure job for life that gives you loyalty, that gives you a pay rise year on year, has real career progression, and will look after you in retirement. And the 1% seem to know something we don't, and they're doing things slightly different to the standard educational system. If anything, the educational system now cripples school leavers in life. Everything is funneled towards getting a job, being reliant on somebody else for your income, stifling creativity with tests that rely largely on memory, that there's only one right answer. In order to get to that right answer, you've got to work on your own, and that the mistakes, they're bad, so don't make any of those on the way there. We're taught things in school that we'll never use after the day we leave, and we miss out on lots of basic important things, like how to look after ourselves through diet or exercise, how to do basic maintenance or how to fix things. And then we have all the financial stuff which is completely missing off the radar. Things like taxes, mortgages, loans and interest and how that all works, budgeting, the difference between assets and liabilities, alternative sources of income, how to start a business, and pensions, savings and investments, just to name a few. I think the pandemic has taught a lot of people that your job isn't as secure as you once thought it was. Like, you could be gone tomorrow and then you'd have nothing coming in. The cost of living crisis has opened a lot of people's eyes to the fact that companies just don't reward loyalty anymore, whether that be the people you buy your products and services through or through your employer. The most likely way you're going to get a pay rise is moving job, not by staying where you are. And the behaviours of the government demonstrate they can't be relied on too heavily. This is most important when it comes to laws, taxes and your pension. Long gone are the days where one income would support a whole family. I mean, it's just mad to think that's possible nowadays. Two's even a stretch. So we need to do something different than what we've done before. Having multiple streams of income is not only the most common way of getting financial freedom, but it can also give you things like financial security. If one of them income stream drops out, you've got other ones there to take the fall and to tide you over. It reduces the stress and pressure of money troubles. It allows you to get ahead and increase money coming in without your main source of income having to increase to achieve this. And if that main source of income is through employment, then it puts you in such a better headspace mentally when it comes to that job. The less reliant you are financially on that job, the more likely you are to take a risk or take a jump, whilst putting up with less crap because you're not walking on eggshells trying to keep that role. But most importantly for me, it increases your chances of something taking off and you being financially free. And that's my goal. I want time freedom and financial security to live my life how I want to. Working a job in the hope you'll get a promotion might make you a lot of money, but it's not guaranteed, and then you'll always be tied to that job. And if it goes all of a sudden, you're back in that same situation, you've got nothing and you've got to start again. And then finally finishing work, age 70 probably by the time I get there, and having your pension dwindle away and hoping and praying that the government increases your state pension so you can make some sort of ends meet and get by. Just sounds like a nervous existence to me. With multiple streams of income, you can keep your main profession, you can still try and get that rise, you can keep claiming your pension, but you have more chances of something going big and only having to rely on yourself for financial freedom or early retirement or extra income, whatever it might mean to you. Now, these other sources of income don't need to be large amounts, and we're not talking about just going out and getting more jobs. Yes, they require time, effort and money, sometimes all three, but if you do it correctly, you can make them more passive once they're established and time moves on, and you could get out way more than you put in. Now, there's many categories of income that I like to use that people sometimes don't recognise as income. So obviously you have your main one, which is earned income, and this is money generated from a job or employment. Then you have profit, and this is money made from a business you own or part own. Then you have dividends, and this is money made through owning shares in a company. Then you have capital gains. This is money made from the sale of assets, and this can be physical assets like watches or gold, or it can be paper assets like stocks and shares. Then you have rental income, and this is income generated from renting something out and taking a fee, and this could be equipment or it could be houses, and there's many other things you can rent out. Then you have interest, and this is money made from lending money. So typically this is things like savings, your savings account. You actually put money in that, but you're lending that money to the bank and they pay you an interest or a small fee for using that money for other activities. Now there are some others, but they're the main ones and the ones people generally focus on. And the sooner you get started with this, the sooner you can reap the rewards. And this video series is going to help you do that.